Welcome back to 5 Minutes With on Buzz TV. I'm your host, Mike White, and on 5 Minutes With, Bob and I come up with interesting people to interview and talk to them about what they're doing to drive success, how they're helping our community, and what organizations that they're serving with. Join us today. We have Freda Doxey with a Wise Company. Welcome to the program.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Bob. Good to be here.
So, Bob, when we were talking about, Bob had a short list of 10 people that he wanted to bring on the program. We talked about them and why would they be interesting and whatnot. We were talking about pivoting. But, Bob, why did you want to bring Freda on the program?
Well, I've known Freda 6 years now, over 6 years. We met at a Labor Day event where we were speaking about the books that we wrote.
Yes.
And she's always stuck with me as somebody that's doing some great work in Jacksonville, certainly with your mental health and wellness company, a Wise Company. But we wanted to find out more about what you're doing and some more things about pivots. So if you could tell us a little bit more about that.
Yes, so when we met, the book was 50 Ways to Say No and Mean It. So I pivot to a new book that I've collaborated with some editors, some authors, on how to pivot. And life has made some changes that has, for some of us, forced us to make that pivot from what we were doing that was not productive and successful to what we need to be doing. And I call it being your genuine self. So like you said, one of the things I'm all about is mental wellness and health. And so mental wellness, we can't succeed in our businesses or our life or our relationship unless we have that mental wellness. So we must make that pivot.
That book that you wrote, The 50 Ways to Say No, that sounds like dinner time at my house. Like I've got 3 kids and it's different variables of no, stop, quit.
Yeah.
So when you did that, what was that book about?
It was actually based on an old song. I don't know, Bob and I may know the song, you may not. It's telling our age, and that is 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover, right? And so it came about because I've been doing therapy, right, for I don't know how many years, over 30 years, right? 3 different states. And I discovered that people can really change their lives if they know how to say no. Many ways to say it. So it's a little book that you can put in your pocket and use it, and there's so many ways you can say no to set those boundaries.
Cover your ears, Bob. Bob's a yes person. So
sure, that's my problem.
A great person. And we've all known each other. Well, I've known you. You guys know each other. But it is important in business to know your capacity, your capabilities. But not only when you say no, it's also understanding as you've gone to the health and mental side. It's what you need to do to be successful, both mentally, physically, and whatnot. So tell me about the successes that COVID brought about for you and your company.
So number one, there was an increase in people saying, you know what, I need to go talk to someone. So I call it talk therapy. So if people want to be, oh my God, it's psychology. It's talk therapy, and it's an opportunity for you to just talk to someone with non-biased views, zero judgment, and then find solutions to whatever it is that they may be going through. So a lot of people start coming to therapy. So the business has just bloomed, right? I went from in the office, thanks to COVID, to doing one-on-one virtually. So the other part of that has happened is people are now discovering there are things that they can do that they never thought they could do before. And that is starting their own business. I'm a big supporter of people starting their own business. I believe in each one of us as an entrepreneur that needs to be brought out and lived out.
So what does it take in your mind as you champion people starting a business? What's the biggest obstacle or hurdle that they're going to have when starting?
And it's in the Pivot book, and that is knowing how to write and a vision statement.
Don't give it all away.
Don't give it all away.
No,
It's write that vision statement, and Bob can definitely agree to that. He knows what that's like. And I have a unique way of doing a vision statement. Yes, it's vision boards, right, all over the world. And I support people do vision boards, but the way that I do is a real unique way that you can actually see results within the first month. I do believe in 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, a year. But sometimes we need that. Not sometimes, a lot of times we need that immediate change and success. So how to write that vision statement is one of the ways that's going to help people.
So if you look at Bob, where does he need a pivot, do you feel? Help me out here. Okay.
Be brutally honest.
You really want me to answer that question?
No, we're all friends here. All right. So with success for you and your company, so you've pivoted. You've got how old is the book?
It is less than a year, so I'm going to say about 7 months, 8 months.
Wow.
So what is next? So for you, your company, where are you going to let this lead you?
So next is to really sell my practice. So that's the next. So I have a practice, right? Mental health practice. Is to sell that practice and do what I really love to do, and that is motivating people. I have a thing called Release My Daughters! Exclamation mark. And that's all about releasing women, regardless of where you are. And today is International Women's Day.
That's right.
So releasing women so they can be all who they are designed to be, right? And go further.
Very good. Very good. That is excellent.
So, what can we do to help your business?
By being here, number one, I did not know Buzz TV existed. Thank you, Bob, very much.
My mom, sister, and 9 cousins watch too, so thank them.
Thank y'all. But that's so helping me by doing what you're just doing. Bring me on. Thank you, Bob, for thinking about me and remember me from that day 6 years ago.
Yeah.
And then the other thing is people can come to my website and learn more about what I'm doing, how I'm helping the community.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for spending the time with us today. We appreciate you coming in, and thank you, Bob, for co-hosting with me and having fun.
Enjoyed it.
Yes, thank you.
Very good to see you again.
You too, Bob.
All right.
Thanks, Mike.
To find out more about Freda and all the amazing things that she could do for you, visit us at iwantabuzz.com. We'll see you next time on Buzz TV.